Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, and welcome back to more Perisno. I'm Liz. Today, we are at Elsinore. We're in elf territory. We spent some time here. We lost a battle to a group of, I don't know exactly who they were. They were yellow on the map. They were, some kind of sacrifice seekers or something like that. A bunch of women who beat the crap out of us, which is perfectly cool. We have one strength to go before we can wear our awesome plate armor. I don't have anything stolen from me that's super important, right? No, they took a horse, and they didn't take... Even if they took this heavy holy war horse, it wouldn't be that bad. We gambled for it, and it did have riding requirements in the end. But it was only like a few thousand. It wasn't that big of a deal. It was like 6,000 or something like that. No big deal at all. Probably not even a very good horse for the money when you consider the fact that it does in fact have riding requirements in the end. So we do need to get our riding up as well, but I want to check the colors because the party that we fought last time was yellow. So I've got my eye out for like gray things on the map, but if we see something yellow as well, we need to be aware of it. This time we are heading into Falcon territory just to explore there a little bit, take a peek at their cities, and then we were gonna head to Dwarf territory just to say hello to the dwarves and be like, hey, how's it going? Everything cool? I was just in elf territory. You're a dwarf, right? You don't like elves that much, do you? Yeah. So we're gonna go to the Dwarf Fortress today. But we're gonna pass through Falcon territory first to get there. I don't know what to expect in Falcon territory. I don't know what to expect in Dwarf territory. I haven't really been here yet. And remember, Perisno is all new, for the most part, to me. There's a lot of rumors and stuff that I've heard about it. A lot of talk that people have said, but actually playing it, yeah, no, totally new. Falcon Claw. Okay, you're a castle. You're a castle with a big... oh, no, they're all that size. These are towns. Or villages. Villages, that's right. Sacred groves. Okay. So, Falcon territory is a whole lot of nothing happening so far. Who is this? Escort of Field Marshal Gunmar and Field Marshal Gunmar? Yeah, okay. Renward Marshal... Renward... So that's a dwarf caravan traveling to elf territory. A Macavian caravan, very good. Village farmers. Alright, well, let's go to Fountain Hall. No tournament here right now. Actually, let's take a look where the tournaments are. I've seen this city in the tournaments quite often. Forniron and Grozny. So Forniron is back in elf territory, and Grozny was up in giant territory, was it? This looks like an interesting arena. Interesting. I don't really have the money to go, well, you know, I still got 14,000. If we find a really good sword, I would still drop it on a really good sword. Nothing that special here, though. No. Dark Forest Ranger Bow, 40 Pierce. With 98. That's a little bit on the sweet side. Ooh. So they have their own faction armors here as well. That's alright. Elven Archer Helmet. It's a rusty one, guys. It's a rusty one. We are looking for like a 45 or 43, like Lordly or Nate Greaves, except it's 52,000, so we're not doing that. Okay, cool. Let's look at the tavern. Anybody that we can talk to here? Anybody special? Regular traveler. I think we've seen that traveler before. Ransom broker. This is probably a mercenary. Genal Feardholm. Wearing an elven archer helmet, it looks like. It's a nice little sword you got there. Who are you? Okay, you are a captain. So you are a falcon. Oh, it's a falcon. Okay, got it. You're the falcon mercenary guy. Good. Okay, makes sense. Marcus, you look like you're probably a companion. It's interesting armor. Fetch me another drink. You used to be a Macavian noble. Well, there's a lot of Macavians here now, isn't there? Cast you out, disbanded your army. Cool. Yeah, so you're a companion. So I'm not going to have you join me just yet, because I don't know who our companions are going to be yet in the cavalryman. Cool. Coolio. let's go to the castle, since I keep forgetting to go to the castle. You guys' names? Castle guards. Oh, so you're not like Falconian house guards or anything like that. That's a little bit different. This is a neat little castle. Has a couple fireplaces. Has their chest. There's nobody here. The lady of the house isn't here. So there's no lady of the house, I guess. This is Field Marshal Gunner of the Realm of the Falcon. So yeah, I guess he's not married. Okay. Cool. Let's leave. Not much happening in Falcon territory. So let's, ooh, hold on. Who's this? Village farmers. Okay, let's head this way. We'll see if we come across anybody at all of any interest. Escort of Field Marshal Gunner. Right, he's out right now. We know he was out because we saw him in his escort earlier. Past Falcon's Pride. Okay, so really uneventful day in the Realm of the Falcon. So let's head to Dwarven territory. How do I get there? I can come right through this pass that we're about to enter into, and they've got to keep defending its entrance. And then they've got to keep defending the exit out into the desert. Is there anything out in this vast desert here, just like the islands off to the west? I don't know. Maybe it's territory that they are planning on implementing stuff in the future, because they just implemented a bunch of civilizations in the most recent patch. So I don't know. Maybe it is. But for now, we'll head into dwarf territory. We'll see what the dwarves are like. We'll see if there's anything that really stands out there. I have notes in my head on a whole bunch of quests that we can go do once we start raising a bit of an army, which I think we might do with mercenaries. I'm not sure. Ooh, it's dark. It's dark. If this was a flat battlefield, I'd make this like, you know, we're gonna run into them with our lance and just murder them. But it's not so much a flat battlefield, so we're gonna pull out our sword. We're gonna watch out for like rocks to the head through the darkness because, you know, they're snipers. And it's flat enough up here that we could actually do that. Yeah, these guys... That was way too late. These guys are not the biggest threat in the world. Even if we run into a tree, these guys are not the biggest threat in the world. So I don't mind getting stuck in against them a bit. There we go. 18 experience per. Totally the biggest threat ever, guys. Totally the biggest threat ever. Oh, I love that helmet. We have a 70-something helmet. It's good. I don't even think any of this is worth picking up. If they had food, I'd pick up food. What we're really in this for is experience. We want to kill some people, gain some experience. Once we're done in dwarf territory, maybe we'll head into the Empire and see if we can find any bandits in there. I might need to actually turn the camera. I don't like turning the camera in Mountain Blade very often, but I might actually need to do it here because the mountains in this mod in Pendor are, or not Pendor, in Perisno, the mountains in Perisno are so huge. Like, look at this. They cut your vision off all the time. It's impressive. It's impressive, but it's also really irritating in a way. Carnoth Patrol. Okay, so that's from the city here. Let's just take a quick... there's only the one city, right? No, there's two. Carnoth and Dwalnor. Okay, so let's take a quick little loop around here, just looking for anything that might want to have its skull bashed in by us that we can actually, you know, bash in. There's a party in front of us. Who is it? I can't click on them because of the mountain. Perisno Pilgrims. Crusaders. Are they chasing me? No, they're patrolling. Okay. Didn't think they'd chase me, but I just wanted to double check. Alright, let's go to the tavern. So this place seems to be ruled by the king. There's an elf here. Ransom broker. Entertainment guildsman. Wandering minstrel. Oh, this is the, give me 50 grand and I'll go with you, elf. Awesome. I think we're going to hire her. Not right now, obviously, but I think in the future, we're going to hire her. Mind your own business, go. Maiden sharpshooter, very good. And who is this? Helmius Alebranch. Are you, as I punch you, are you the mercenary recruiter? Yes, you are. Okay. See, we can spot these guys ahead of time now. Yeah. We know he's the mercenary recruiter from a mile away. Go to the castle. So some warriors. You can tell they're dwarves. You can definitely tell they're dwarves. They're not particularly large in stature, but that's okay. Hello, milady. Dama Cleandra? You don't look familiar. You're obviously the wife of Jurgmist Sargol. Or however you pronounce this. Who is not the king. The king is King Bergnar. So that person, I guess, doesn't own a castle. They're a lord who only owns a town, or a village rather, or who owns nothing potentially. Should we? Yeah, you know what? We're gonna go to. I mean, we could have looked at the merchant there, I suppose. Who's this? Minor nobles. We're gonna head to Dwalnor up here, and we'll see if there's anything going on there. We should have looked at the merchant there, I suppose. Alright, that's alright. That's a Dwarven Lord. No problemo there. Scouts. And we're there. Alright, let's take a look at the tavern here. This is an interesting lore that they got here, too. Book merchant. Cool. I'm not going to buy a book yet. I don't really have intelligence. Tavern shopper. We can drink him under the table. He looks a little bit different than the ones that we've run into up till this point, though. Entertainment guildsman. Ransom broker. Mercenary veteran crossbowman. So no special named NPC there or anything. Dama Helena. So you are a lady. Is there a way up there? It looks like there might be a way up there. I don't see anything there. No, there's not a way up. There's a way down. Into a nothing spot. Would be cool if there was a cellar below us. That would be fun. Okay, so let's talk to you. At your service. May I know more about you. Your wife to Vogold and mother to Kabrava. Cool. Vogold. So that's the lord of this place. So this is where you belong. Let's take a look at the marketplace real quick. Arms merchant. I imagine dwarven swords would be relatively short. I mean, they're dwarves, right? Imagine dwarves would sell like hammers and crossbows and stuff like that, most likely. I'm seeing a lot of hammers. I'm not noticing anything that's really what we're looking for here. Maybe let's go to the... Oh, it's locked. It's nighttime. All right, well, let's leave dwarf territory, and we will head to the Empire, I guess, and see if we can get in some trouble in the Empire. It's usually easy to get in trouble in a place that's called the Empire. Perisno pilgrims, they're no threat. Well, they might be a threat. 5 of these pilgrim dudes, but whatever. The Volhir clan has taken a Draken dude prisoner. That's fun, I suppose. Ooh, so the Empire is apparently at war with the dwarves? Empire seems to, like, numerous factions are at war with each other, and I don't know which ones are which. But it looks like the Empire might be at war with the dwarves. They are next to each other, so I guess that makes sense. But we'll head to Empire territory. We'll see if we can get in some trouble in Empire. Actually, right here. Exit to Empire territory. Either that or we could take an exit to the desert. Does it look like? Does it look like you can exit here? No. It looks like that's actually enclosed. So we have to turn this way and exit out into Empire territory, where it looks like the dwarves are coming back from a campaign, because they're just flowing back in. Okay, so we've been to Amarna recently. But Amarna is right here again, so I mean, we could just stop off. It's fine. Being here during the daytime would be better for me, so let's just wait until it is early morning. There we go. And let's go to the tavern. Yeah, I remember this place. Oh yeah, the Great Bard. So this is the place where we go for the Kingslayer quest line. Tavern shopper. Lots of people in that tavern. And let's take a quick peek at the marketplace. Tempered Squire's sword doesn't quite cut it, but oh yes, I do impress even myself. Alright, let's head back. Okay, So nothing really happening in Amarna. I haven't really been in any of these territories up north of here. Oh, excuse me. Let's reorient ourselves like this now. Yeah, that's better. I haven't really been in any of these territories up north of here. Maybe we should... We'll head up this way. We'll head up this way. We'll see if there's any bandits or anything that we can kill along the way. Like, this... I'm surprised there aren't more just basic bandit units running around. Draharan Spearmen and Kaikoth Clansmen. Well, I don't want to fight them both together. So, Draharan Spearmen. What tier are Draharan Spearmen? Let's take a quick peek. So let's go to troop trees and come on. Bandits, player mercenaries, Perisno, male mercenaries. This is miners. Okay, there we go. I guess I did click on miners. Where is Drahara? Drahara! Where are you? Tulrania. Days Draken. Drahara. Okay, so Draharan Spearmen are the tier 2. They come equipped with war darts, 15 war darts, and darts. So they have a bunch of darts. Piercing damage, decent piercing damage. They have a hunting spear with 155 reach and relatively poor gear otherwise. So they have these darts. That might be a problem. They might be a bit of a problem. But I think what we're going to do is engage them anyway. Like, what's the worst that can happen? They steal our armor, right? Right? I need experience, and this is a tier 2 enemy, so it's like the best I'm going to get. They are on foot, which means I can escape from them. They have darts, which they will run out of eventually. Like, if I wanted to, I could just run circles around them until they ran out of darts. This is not the best map for me. I could have retreated to try and get a better map. I'm going to stick in this one because there's not rocks all over the place, at the very least. Like, it might not be the best map, but there aren't rocks everywhere. Like, rocks everywhere would have made this a terrible, terrible map. And at least that's not the case. And the hills might actually protect me a little bit from some war darts. Who knows? We'd like some more kills here before they end up killing my horse with their darts. I definitely can't let my horse die. If I don't let my horse die, I can escape from battle with these guys and re-enter it. If my horse dies, though, I'm on my own. Yeah, these guys aren't so bad. They're not even 100 experience. They're like 48 experience, so they're slightly better than like snow crawlers. And their war darts are slightly more dangerous than their bows. Well, actually, I guess the bows are probably more dangerous than the war darts, but the war darts, so many of them come at you so fast. So they could really like bring your horse down quickly, potentially. Whereas the bows, they take longer. Hey. What's up? 42 damage to your face is what's up. Yeah, we really need to get a few more kills in this, though. Like, I can understand not getting a kill every single pass, but we should be getting kills a little bit more frequently. So let's get our stuff together here. We accidentally knocked down the guy. Oh, wrong attack. Get it together, man. Get it together. That first attack was way too far away, and I knew it was too far away, but we went for it anyway, just in case. The second attack worked well, though. We knocked him down by accident, so let's aim lower. If we're going to knock people down, let's aim lower. There. And there. Oh. See, that's what happens when you lance people who have melee weapons most of the time, or range weapons most of the time. You go in for the lance, and right before you hit them, they hit you, and it breaks your lance attack. And that entire pass that you made with your lance is all for naught. All right, we're at the point where we can get 2 kills in a pass now. That's getting there. Or maybe 0 kills in a pass. Why not? It'd be particularly cool if you could get the proficiency with the lance to a point where you don't actually raise the lance when you get a kill anymore. You just ride right through them and kill them, and you just keep riding right through the next person and the next person until you slow down enough that you have to break your lance. Because you normally keep your lance up, or keep your lance down, ready for an attack, until you hit somebody. Once you hit them, you raise your lance, and when you hit them, if all you do is hit one person, you don't actually slow down very much. So you don't slow down so much that your lance would go up naturally on its own, so why can't you keep it down? Well, obviously, gameplay and balance. Like, if you were able to keep your lance down through all that, you would be ridiculously overpowered. Like, you could run right through the middle of an army with a super good charge horse who's really fast and all, and you'd slow down a little bit for every person you hit, but as long as you sort of hit a little bit on the outskirts, so you only hit 1 or 2 guys at a time, you would never slow down enough that it would cause you to raise your lance, right? And if you don't raise your lance, then you would just keep mowing through more and more people. Now, on one hand, that's sort of what heavy cavalry did, except they didn't use their lance. If a heavy cavalry had a lance, because they didn't always have lances, a lot of times they would just ride in with like a sword or a hammer or something like that. But if they had a lance, heavy cavalry would hit somebody with that most likely, and then they would trample all over like a dozen other people. So the first 4 or 5 rows of soldiers in, at least, to a heavy cavalry charge would just get crushed. And while you can knock people over with your horse in Mount Blade Warband, it's not to the extent that it would be in an actual battle here. Like, in these battles, these people are crushed. Like, they're out. They're not just slightly knocked down the way your horse knocks people down slightly in Mount Blade. Like, the entire first 4 or 5 rows of an infantry formation would be dead or unconscious. Not just disrupted or, you know, dazed for a second or something like that. They would be dead or unconscious. And since the horse doesn't do that, it would be really cool if you could do that with your lance. It'd be even cooler if, as you charged, you impaled somebody with your lance. If they stuck to your lance, so as you kept going, like, you'd have this body attached to your lance, and then you go through another and another and another, and you make a shish kebab. Take a look at all those war darts in our shield there. 29 kills. Coolio. We're not going to free these farmers. We're at 92%. That's pretty sweat. Yeah, they're not bad considering they're one-handed, cutting only, but I don't really use the piercing attack that often. 95 reach. It's a little bit less reach, but it'd be better speed in the end because we wouldn't have the 2/1-handed penalty. So yeah, these scimitars aren't bad. We do need a better sword. We need a better sword that's suited for cavalry combat very, very soon. We're going to continue on our way. Oh, there was another deserter group here, wasn't there? They went off in this direction. Who are they? Who are they? They are Kakoth clansmen. Who is that? That's a dwarf, but who is a Kakoth clansman? Tolrania, Draken, Drahara, Macavia, Elentor, Hakanim, Pyaroma, the Falcon, Kakoth clansmen. These are tier 2s. They have a 64 reach sword, a shield, decent helmet. They have no ranged weapon as I hit my desk. Okay. Alright. So these clansmen are definitely a target. Is there... Okay, they're alone. Good. You'll regret ever leaving your army. Charge the enemy. Is it a flat field? It's a little hilly. It's just a smidgen hilly. It's not super duper flat. It's also not super duper hilly. I could definitely hit these guys with a lance. You want to hit these guys with a lance, guys? Oh yeah. I want to hit these guys with a lance. I feel like we definitely hit that guy. I feel like we definitely hit that guy. And I didn't get a damage report. Oh, you know what? Well, there's a shield on the ground, so yeah, we hit. Oh, his shield blocked it. That's why. We hit him, but he blocked it with his shield. Got it. There we go. So these guys have a rough little shield. We gotta be aware of that. They could potentially hurt us a bit with that. Well, do the AI shield bash? I don't actually know if the AI shield bash, but we do need to be aware of the fact that they got that shield. Wow! Again with the shield! That's like 4 or 5 times at least in this battle so far that they've hit us with this stupid shield. And again there too, I believe he blocked that as well. I think we're breaking the shields whenever we do that, but damn. It's probably because of the dwarf size, right? Like the dwarf size, they can like cover their entire body with their shield, I imagine, because they're so small. So that's probably it. Okay, that guy had a shield, but we killed him. He raised it to attack us at the last second. Yeah, there's a bunch of them who don't have shields anymore, and it's because we have been breaking their shield on our passes. I'm actually kind of impressed that these guys are able to do that. We have to aim really low as well because they're dwarves. I'm noticing that too. Like, in Perisno in general, it seems that you have to aim really low with your lance in order to hit somebody from horseback with it. But against these dwarves especially, we have to aim super low. Hey, dwarf. Oh, come on. Oh, man, they really split up for that, didn't they? They ran right around my attack. They tried doing it again, but we ended up getting somebody who couldn't move. All right, let's go in with the sword, and let's try and do some damage with this. Hi. Oh, I haven't been paying attention to how much experience these guys are worth. They're probably not worth more than like 50 as well, right? Tier 2 soldier. Oh, 72. Better than the other faction Tier 2 soldier that we just fought. What was it? The Drahara? Draharan Spearman? So these guys are slightly better than Draharan Spearman, apparently. At least in terms of experience. Doesn't necessarily mean they're shorter, that's for sure. Smaller targets, harder to hit. And their shields are certainly tough. They're certainly good with their shields. That's one thing I can say about them. Like, if I have to attack them with my lance and break all of their shields before I can kill them, then so be it. I will do that, but, oh, come on! How are we that slow? That's bull. Our reach is deceptive here, too, because what we would normally expect, we need a little bit more reach than we would normally expect. Oh, I thought he was going to go further. Oh, I still got him. Good. Good. Yo. Damn. That's what I'm talking about, how our reach is deceptive as well. We need a little bit more reach than we would expect, because they sit a little bit closer to the ground than we would expect. Okay, no damage there. Good. Let's get a sweet hit. Shields up if we don't need to be swinging. I get the feeling that a full-size person we would have hit there, but I'm not certain. I'm not 100% certain of that, so I'm not going to commit to that. Good, we knocked him unconscious at least. I miss him with my sword. At least our horse gets him. We're not going to capture him. We are not a slave driver like our brother Lord Randa is. We're just going to take it easy. We're not a slave driver. We just intend to kill them instead, right? We're just going to execute people. That's what we do. It's a mercy to people to execute them instead of taking them prisoner. Yep, I totally buy that. Battle 1. Is it a level up? Probably not. Clansman and a veteran gladiator. Really? There was a veteran gladiator in that? I did not know. Maybe that's a quest. I didn't see them. But if there's people in the prison parties that I didn't see, maybe they end up being like a special quest unit or something. I don't know. All right. 2 groups of deserters taken down. And with that, who's this? Peasant rebels. Hakan loyal recruits. Next time, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to this episode, and I hope to see you again then.